Miami-Dade police history.
And right now at 6, a big bust for Miami-Dade police who raided a Southwest Miami-Dade home and literally came across buckets.
Leaked footage is making rounds online that reportedly shows Floyd Mayweather visibly furious after an alleged FBI raid on his mansion, where authorities are said to have taken nearly $250 million in cash. This shocking claim has quickly fueled intense speculation, countless theories, and strong reactions from fans, critics, and insiders across the board.
Here you go.
Floyd Mayweather has always been known for living large, regularly showing off piles of cash, private jets, luxury cars, and diamond-covered jewelry on social media while proudly calling himself TBE, or the best ever. But while he has often walked the line between celebrating success and attracting attention, this latest situation suggests that line may have been crossed in a serious way. As reports claim, the FBI carried out an early morning raid on his mansion, with drone footage showing agents arriving in armored vehicles and moving in quickly and with precision, and a leaked video allegedly shows Mayweather visibly upset, shouting at officers and demanding answers, adding more tension to the situation. And although there has been no official confirmation from authorities, several insiders claim the FBI seized nearly $250 million in cash, with stacks of $100 bills packed into boxes and taken away in armored trucks, which has only fueled even more speculation, intense debate, and strong reactions from fans, critics, and people close to the situation. Floyd Mayweather is widely recognized for flashing huge stacks of $100 bills and carrying large amounts of cash wherever he goes, a habit many see as a bold way of showing off his wealth and confidence. But over the years, critics and financial experts have argued there may be more going on behind the scenes, with growing speculation that this cash isn't just for image but could also be a way to keep certain earnings out of the view of banks and government oversight, since unreported or untaxed
what he owed,
income, often called black money, can be harder to trace if it never enters the financial system, and by relying on physical cash instead of digital payments, it avoids creating a paper trail that agencies like the IRS or other regulators could track, especially if the funds come from unclear or unverified sources, and when you factor in his past issues related to taxes along with his high-spending lifestyle. Some believe this pattern points more toward a calculated financial approach rather than simple branding, which, if accurate, would raise serious legal concerns and could explain why authorities like the FBI would be interested in investigating, conducting a raid, and potentially seizing large amounts of cash stored at his property, further fueling debate, suspicion, and ongoing discussion among fans, critics, and insiders alike.
How much money do you have right now on your wallet?
I don't keep a wallet. I keep money in the backpack. Let me see. I probably got a little bit of money on my backpack. I keep money in my backpack. Huh?
Come on, we gotta go.
No, I don't. Nobody rushed me. All right. So I got like, let me see. It's 80,000.
Okay.
I got like 80,000.
That's good to know. Bueno, ya. We know how much money you have in your...
So today is 80,000, but you gotta realize we got the trick bag too. Cause you may see that bag and then you may go for the bag, but then it may not be no money in it.
Okay.
So, we move the money around so you'll never know where the money's at.
Although this latest situation is a major escalation, it's not the first time Floyd Mayweather has faced questions about his finances, because despite earning over $1 billion during his boxing career, he has often been linked to claims of poor money management, and his lavish lifestyle, filled with private jets, luxury cars, and diamond-covered accessories, has raised ongoing concerns about how sustainable it really is. While reports also suggest he has heavy gambling habits, placing multi-million-dollar bets on sports events, publicly sharing big wins but rarely revealing losses that insiders believe could be just as large, and on top of that, his expensive real estate deals worth tens of millions, along with unsuccessful business ventures and the high cost of maintaining a large team of staff and entourage, continue to add pressure to his financial situation. So even though he presents himself as a smart businessman, many experts believe his empire may not be as strong as it looks, which makes the recent FBI raid seem less surprising when viewed in this broader context.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been paid over $1 billion through his career. What are the craziest ways that he spent it? Let's start with the ice. Dude has almost everything diamond crusted, from his plates and silverware to the case for his gold iPhone to his $18 million watch nicknamed the Billionaire. Moving on, apparently Mayweather also loves golf, or probably just golfing around courses. Dude owns a pair of Cadillac and Bentley golf carts, worth over $500,000 together. Then there's his barber, who makes house calls 3 to 4 times a week, each visit costing money a clean $1,000. And it gets even crazier. Apparently, Floyd never uses the same pair of boxers twice, and he'll leave all of his kicks at hotels he stays at as gifts to staff. But the scary thing, none of this comes close to the dude's gambling habit. Floyd reportedly dropped over $6 million on the Heat in Game 7 of the 2013 Finals. And thankfully, LeBron came through for him, and that's just a slice of the money life of Money Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather was born on February 24, 1977, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, into a family that was already deeply involved in boxing, as his father Floyd Mayweather Sr. was a former welterweight contender, and his uncles Jeff and Roger Mayweather were also professional fighters, with Roger going on to become a 2-division world champion. But even with this strong boxing background, his early life was very difficult, as he grew up in a small 1-bedroom apartment shared with multiple family members. His mother struggled with drug addiction, and his father was often absent due to serious legal troubles, including a conviction for drug trafficking, which created an unstable and challenging environment during his childhood. Yet despite all of this, he discovered boxing at a very young age through his family and quickly became focused on the sport, starting serious training by the age of 7 and using boxing as an escape from his home struggles. And as he continued to develop his skills, his hard work paid off with an outstanding amateur career that included 3 National Golden Gloves titles and a bronze medal at the 1996 Atlanta Olympics. And these early experiences of hardship combined with discipline in the ring helped shape his mindset, building a strong work ethic and determination that became the foundation of his legendary professional boxing career, eventually leading him to become one of the most successful and undefeated fighters in boxing history.
You know, I'm a kid that came from poverty. I can remember being a kid living in Jersey with my mother. 7 of us living in a 1-bedroom. You know, no lights, no heat. Never cried, never complained. Just worked hard to get to where I got to in life. It's been hard work. Mother being on drugs, dad going to prison, 7 of us in a 1-bedroom. I left school within, I want to say, 6 months. I was a million.
Floyd Mayweather's journey from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather reflects both his growth as a fighter and his smart approach to branding, as early in his career he was known as Pretty Boy because of his elite defensive skills that allowed him to win fights while avoiding serious facial damage, highlighting his speed, technique, and ring intelligence. But as his career progressed and he gained more control over his image and business decisions, he rebranded himself
Floyd
as
Money Mayweather.
Mayweather, a persona that focused on his wealth, luxury lifestyle, and ability to generate massive pay-per-view revenue, turning his name into a marketing machine that attracted global attention. And in interviews he has even explained the difference between the 2 versions of himself, saying, Pretty Boy was more active and aggressive in the ring while Money is more calculated, strategic, and business-focused, showing how he adapted his identity to match his financial success and marketing power. And this shift played a major role in building his undefeated legacy and making him one of the highest-earning athletes in sports history, including a massive payday in 2015 where he reportedly earned around $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. But despite such huge earnings, his financial history has not been without controversy, as the IRS filed a federal tax lien in 2017 claiming he owed about $22.2 million in unpaid taxes for 2015, a claim Mayweather disputed by saying he had already paid $26 million in taxes and questioning the accuracy of the allegation, even taking the matter to U.S. tax court while arguing that although he had significant assets, much of his wealth was not easily liquid, making immediate payment difficult, and this was not an isolated issue since he had faced previous tax-related disputes, including a reported $7.2 million lien from 2010, which together created a pattern of financial scrutiny that contrasted with his public image of flawless wealth management, ultimately showing that even for a high-earning athlete like Mayweather, managing massive income comes with complex responsibilities, tax obligations, and ongoing financial oversight that can lead to legal and regulatory challenges despite outward appearances of success.
Floyd Mayweather is taking the IRS to court. The boxer still owes the IRS his 2015 federal income taxes, but Mayweather has asked a tax court for reprieve until after his August 26 fight with Conor McGregor, saying his current assets are, quote, restricted and primarily illiquid. Now, it's unclear how much Mayweather owes the IRS, but in 2015, he had a very big year, reportedly earning between $220 and $230 million for defeating Manny Pacquiao. Now, Mayweather filed the initial petition on July 5th, but the IRS declined, citing he had the means to pay the debt immediately. In the worst-case scenario, if the IRS does not approve his reprieve, a lien could be attached to all of Mayweather's property, at which point the IRS could seize and sell his belongings to pay his.
Floyd Mayweather owns several luxury mansions across the United States, including properties in Las Vegas, Beverly Hills, and Miami, which stand as clear signs of his success, but have also reportedly come with heavy ongoing costs such as large property tax bills. And over the years there have been rumors that he may have had to sell or refinance some of these assets to maintain cash flow, while additional reports suggest that his well-known habit of high-stakes gambling has also played a major role in his spending, with insiders claiming he has lost tens of millions over time, even though he often only shares his winning slips publicly. And when combined with claims of risky or unsuccessful business moves like nightclub investments and short-term sponsorship deals, it creates a picture of rising expenses and financial pressure behind the scenes. And following the recent raid, online theories quickly spread as some supporters believe he is being unfairly targeted due to his outspoken personality and past controversies, while others suspect the situation could be linked to someone from his inner circle possibly leaking information to authorities, with unverified online posts even claiming he kept large amounts of cash at home to avoid taxes and was reported by someone close to him, though none of these claims have been officially proven. And while such rumors circulate frequently around high-profile celebrities, they remain speculative without solid evidence to confirm them.
We're not talking about being at the top 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, mother 21 years. Yeah, and they said, I'm the mother that can't read. I do numbers. I make money. You know my middle name. You own money. I do. P-Dot, let me see the bag.
Floyd Mayweather, known for his undefeated boxing career and flashy lifestyle, has also gained attention for his high-stakes sports betting, where he has experienced both major wins and heavy losses, including a reported win in 2014 when he placed $815,000 on the Denver Broncos to beat the New York Jets and reportedly made a profit of $626,923, along with another bet where he risked $1.1 million on the Oregon Ducks to cover a minus 7.5 spread against Arizona State and earned around $1 million, and he has also claimed to have made about $827,000 over a short period in 2015 by betting on NBA games. But despite these wins, his gambling record is not always positive. As reports from 2017 suggested, he may have lost around $50 million through betting activities. While in a later example during the 2025 Super Bowl, he reportedly placed a $30,000 bet on the Philadelphia Eagles and earned a small profit of about $29,629. And beyond sports betting, he has also reportedly bet on himself, including attempts before his 2017 fight with Conor McGregor where he considered placing a large wager on an early stoppage win but faced complications at the sportsbook that prevented the full bet from being placed, showing that while his confidence and risk-taking mindset are a major part of his public image, his gambling history includes both impressive gains and significant financial risks that add another layer to his controversial and high-profile lifestyle.
Most you've ever won in a single bet?
Probably 1.2, 1.3.
Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right.
You know, I mean, I've won. It's more like when you betting, you can win 600,000, a million, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000. You can win 7 games straight. But then when you lose $1 million, you're like, man.
What's the most you've ever lost on a bet?
Probably $1 million.
Oh.
Yeah. Who was that? I want to ask.
What was it?
Tony Romo.
Oh.
Floyd Mayweather, who is famous for his perfect 50-0 undefeated record and is considered one of the greatest defensive boxers of all time, has recently been part of a discussion sparked by analyst Shannon Sharpe, who suggested that Mayweather could potentially put his flawless record at risk if the financial offer for a fight is large enough, highlighting the ongoing debate in boxing about legacy versus money. And while Mayweather's unbeaten record is built on years of discipline, smart defense, and tactical ring control, his career has also been strongly shaped by business thinking and highly profitable fights that generated massive income, including his 2017 bout with Conor McGregor, where he reportedly earned a guaranteed $100 million and possibly even more through pay-per-view revenue and sponsorships, showing his ability to turn major fights into huge financial events. And Sharp's viewpoint reflects a larger reality in modern sports where elite athletes often face decisions between protecting their legacy or accepting extremely lucrative opportunities, especially when the financial rewards are massive, and in Mayweather's case, his continued participation in exhibition fights after retirement and ongoing discussions about possible rematches for huge payouts suggest that he often balances both money and reputation carefully, making his career a strong example of how today's professional sports are deeply connected to business, where financial incentives, entertainment value, and legacy building all overlap and influence major career decisions.
Money is right. Should Floyd take a fight against Manny?
Yes.
Really?
He should.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
and he would.
Wow.
Look, we know this is why Manny wants to try to avenge what he think was a wrong. He believed in his heart. Three people, Manny Pacquiao, Skip Bayless, and Evander Holyfield, believe that Floyd Mayweather won that fight. I mean, not Floyd. Manny won the fight
Maybe
against Floyd.
Freddie Roach. We'll find out.
Okay,
we'll find out.
But we know three for sure because they've gone on record to say that Manny won the fight. Look. Yeah, sure, he wanted to get 50-0 because Rocky Marciano, I think if I'm not mistaken, was 49-0. And 50-0, he gets to say, I'm the greatest of all time, I'm a retired champ, undefeated. But the one thing that we know about Floyd, Skip, is that he loves money.
He does.
He loves what money, not only having it, but what it can do, what it can possess for him. The watches, the homes, the jets, the cars. And I believe, and everybody says, I ain't watching it, I saw it last time, it was a bum. I wish they had fought. Guess what? Everybody's going to line up again and pay $100 and $110 for high def to watch Manny Pacquiao, 40-year-old, 41-year-old Manny Pacquiao, possibly fighting 43-year-old Floyd Mayweather, Skip.
I am with you on that.
Everybody says they're not, but they're going to guess what? They're going to get it.
Yep.
And guess what? Let's just say for the sake of argument, this happened. Manny won. Guess what that means? Even more money for a rematch, Skip. So Floyd Mayweather can stand to bank $500 million to $750 million in 2 fights. I believe he would be willing to risk that unblemished record for that kind of payday. And I think Manny Pacquiao showed enough against Thurman. Now, maybe they said he possibly could fight the winner of Sean Porter, Earl Spence Jr. Now, let's just say we're doing hypothetical here. He wins. He beats Porter or Spence Jr. That's got to be worth $300 million to Floyd. I think Floyd's willing.
Floyd Mayweather's move from retirement back into the boxing spotlight was driven not just by personal interest, but also by his awareness of how important he is to boxing's money-making power, and he has openly suggested that the sport benefits when he is active, once stating that the sport needs the cash cow back, showing how he sees his own ability to attract massive audiences and generate huge revenue. And after retiring undefeated in 2017 with a 50-0 record, he did not fully step away from the public eye, instead carefully choosing exhibition fights that kept his name relevant without affecting his official record, including a well-known fight against Japanese MMA fighter Mikuru Asakura where he reportedly earned around $20 million for just a few minutes in the ring. And while these events were not competitive professional bouts, they proved his continued drawing power and global popularity. And beyond personal earnings, his return also plays a bigger role in the boxing industry because his appearances tend to bring in huge pay-per-view sales, sold-out arenas, and strong media coverage that benefits promoters, broadcasters, and other fighters on the card, making him a key financial figure in modern boxing. And by embracing the label of boxing's cash cow, Mayweather highlights how his influence goes beyond fighting, showing that his presence alone can significantly boost the sport's commercial success and worldwide attention.
Have you back in top form already? You retired. What, Floyd, you want to be a champion emeritus forever? You walked away. You actually retired.
We know you don't know nothing about boxing. Finish going.
Floyd, why come back now?
Why not? Why not? The sport needs the cash cow back, you know? We already know what I can generate. We already know what I can do in the sport, and we already know who's the face of boxing.
You waited over a year to come back.
And I've been gone from the sport. And what these fighters done since I've been gone, together in pay-per-view, out of all the fighters, haven't topped what I've done in 2 fights.
The pay-per-view has been pretty good for Manny Pacquiao fights lately, Floyd.
They still haven't topped what I've done in 2 fights.
Well, one was with Oscar De La Hoya, who was the cash king.
I'm the cash cow, please.
Not compared to Oscar De La Hoya. Have you drawn as much as Oscar De La Hoya in pay-per-view,
Man,
Floyd?
De La Hoya been on pay-per-view 1,000 times. It took me 2 times, 3.5 million homes. Me.
What are your thoughts on the alleged FBI raid on Floyd Mayweather's mansion? And do you see this as the start of serious trouble for Money Mayweather, or just another controversial moment added to his already dramatic reputation? Share your opinion in the comments below.